My name is Dylan March, and I'm currently an undergraduate student here at the University of Guelph. I would like to welcome you to the College of Business and Economics convocation ceremony this afternoon. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in this convocation. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the proceedings today. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and the magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are an even brighter color. The University of Guelph crest that you see on the curtains behind me and shown on the cover of the convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance and agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognoscere causis, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall are also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of the procession of graduates, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and the mace is the vice-chancellor, members of the administration and the honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. We will begin with the doctorates and the magisteriates, followed by the baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will announce the degree being awarded at the start of each category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be videoed, and, technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The Vice-Chancellor will then confer the degree. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduates has crossed the stage. There will be an opportunity for a truly thunderous applause after each group has graduated. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the Vice-Chancellor will then close the ceremony and a recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until all the platform party has processed to the hall. I would also like to mention that today we are introducing a new feature to convocation. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs and Development are hosting a new social media program developed for convocation. So share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag #GuelphGrad. Could I also ask that once the ceremony starts that you please turn off your cell phones. Finally, may I be the first person to congratulate the graduates on their various successes and offer my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them. Welcome to convocation at the University of Guelph.
we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I would like to acknowledge the Attawandaron people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and offer respect to our Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. Some people think that if there's no higher power behind the universe, as many of you, including me, have concluded, there can be no real significance, much less spiritual significance, to an event like this. I disagree. If you are the parent or friend of one of these graduands, you know that today is significant. Some of you may be so surprised and even shocked that your son, daughter, or friend made it to today that you now believe in miracles, if not God. You are proud of what they have achieved. As they face the challenge of finding the right context to apply their education, may you continue your support, always mindful that to be loving, caring, and encouraging is at the heart of providing the spiritual support that we all need in life. If you are a faculty member who taught, cajoled, encouraged, and mentored these graduands to reach this milestone, you too know that this day is significant. May you have a deep sense that it was worth it, that this is what all their years of education were for, that this is what your long years of education were for, and may you have renewed energy to do the same with the next class of undergrads. And for the students before me who are graduating today, may you be thankful, determined, and good. Thankful for your parents, your profs, and the life force that brought you into existence, determined to make this world a better place, and good, both in your field and in your character. If spirituality is about values more than beliefs, you have been encouraged at the University of Guelph to embrace life-enhancing values like caring and compassion, along with academic achievement. Whether you believe in a higher being, an impersonal life force, or simply in life, love, and goodness in our universe, may this be one of the most significant days of your life as you become more equipped than ever in whatever field you go into to change lives and improve life. Amen, which means so be it. You may be seated.
Hey there, nice to see you again. We're seeing a lot of each other. Members of the board, honorary fellows and faculty of the university, families and friends of the graduands, and last but certainly not least, graduands. Welcome to the celebration of convocation at the University of Guelph. My name is Franco Vaccarino, and I have the honor of serving as the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Guelph. And I'm privileged also today to welcome you to this wonderful occasion, our convocation celebration. As we begin today's convocation ceremony, I do believe that a few congratulatory remarks are in order. So first off, graduands, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, you've made it. Well done, well deserved. Now, before I go on, graduands, there is a group of individuals here who I'm sure you would agree deserve your special attention. So much of today is about you, but there's a little bit of today that actually is about this group that deserves special attention. So I'd actually invite you all to stand up for a moment. We're going to try a little experiment here. Stand up and turn around, salute and applaud all those family members and friends who have supported you from the sidelines throughout your time here at Guelph. We should have a photograph of this. This looks great from this angle. Thank you. Please. Please be seated. Thank you. So in preparing this welcome, I reflected on how this university has prepared you, our graduates, for this very moment and for the years that will follow. And let me explain what I mean by this. I am an optimist by nature, and in many ways we're living through what might be remembered as one of the most exciting and important periods in history. The world today is marked by unprecedented dynamism, incredible advances in the life sciences and in the physical sciences, in information and communications technology, in the sheer volume of discovery and knowledge. And through all this change, advances in the social sciences, in the arts, and in the humanities test our belief systems. They challenge our constructs against new and evolving societal contexts. And by doing so, they offer new information that helps us adapt to these changing realities. We're also witnessing disciplines and subject matter that had been isolated for so long coming together in fresh and exciting ways, like music and computer technology, healthcare and robotic engineering, manufacturing and agriculture. The interconnectedness of our world today makes knowledge more accessible and more abundant than ever. This is accelerating discovery and new learning faster than many of us can even keep up with. So what are the attributes of humans that will allow us to thrive in such dynamic times? Well, they include the ability as individuals, and I would say, and as a university, for us to adapt and to readapt in a healthy way to uncertainty and change. And by adaptation, I'm not referring here simply to passive habituation. I'm referring to the act of very consciously and deliberately redefining ourselves based on what is going on around us. When faced with change, people adapt. Sometimes they adapt in healthy ways. Sometimes they adapt in not so healthy ways. The opportunity for you, our graduates, is to adapt to change in healthy ways. To undertake thoughtful analysis that will help uncover what I like to call the upside of uncertainty. This provides hope, provides inspiration, and is, I believe, the basis for discovery and forward momentum. It's about taking uncertainty and change and turning it into something special. Today, an important part of our mission as a university has been to provide our students, you, our graduates, with an environment of broad perspectives and analysis, and the opportunity for you to adapt in a healthy way to a changing world. Now, in pursuit of healthy adaptation, we must also remember and work to preserve and enhance what makes Guelph so unique: our integrity, our team and community spirit, which is characterized by the willingness to look out for our neighbors and to work together towards common goals. And it's also demonstrated through our volunteer work across this great city of Guelph, and I would say actually all around the world. So how and what you choose to explore should be grounded, I believe, in these timeless values that we've held for close to 150 years. Now, the University of Guelph has worked hard to provide you with the tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of modern society, and to provide you with hope and clarity. We've tried to instill an ability to adapt, and I would say actually not only to adapt, but to thrive within a more ambiguous and ever-changing environment. We've built a physical environment that's supported your, I get this reaction all the time, so my lectures are so powerful that even the young people just can't sit still when it's like, so we've built this physical environment that has supported your campus experience, a campus experience that's exposed you to meaningful learning, world-renowned breakthroughs, and personal growth. And through all this, our university has provided you with a home away from home during a key transition in your own personal journeys, during a key period of transformation in your own development. So in short, we believe that the university has provided you with a nurturing environment, an environment that's enhanced your learning and incubated new ideas by facilitating meaningful human interaction and productive collaboration. Now, the debate and discussion encouraged by university environments goes beyond technical skill. It's in this physical space that you've developed the analytical and, I would say, the soft skills that will serve you through each and every job you might have. What you've learned here goes beyond. It goes beyond subject matter strictly, and towards the process of learning to learn, adaptation, and creativity. As successful graduates, many of you will blend knowledge, mixing and matching ideas from different disciplines. And I'd like to think that your time at Guelph has provided you with the creative and the intellectual skills to apply that knowledge in new, innovative, energizing, and different ways. So, as you enter this exciting next stage of your lives, I encourage all of you to draw on your University of Guelph experiences as learners and as members of a very special community, and to bring the very best you have to offer to each and every experience you encounter, to your work life, to your personal relationships, and to your service to society. Thank you, and congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
I am pleased to invite Dean Julia Christensen Hughes to now give the convocation address.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, fellow faculty and staff, honored guests, graduands. As Dean of the College of Business and Economics, it is my distinct honor to be part of your ceremony today and to have been asked to make this address. Congratulations, you made it. You are here today along with those who cheered your triumphs, knew when you needed a home-cooked meal or texted an encouraging word, and watched proudly when after a stumble, you dug deep, found your footing, and got to your feet again. You learned with their help who you are and what you're capable of doing. Collectively, you represent a number of undergraduate and graduate programs in the College of Business and Economics, and you've clearly learned a lot over the past several years. You wouldn't be here today if you hadn't. About accounting. Now, I realize as I go through this list, some of these subjects will make you smile more than others, depending on your major, but you clearly learned a lot about accounting, economics, human resources, marketing and consumer behavior, real estate and housing, hospitality and tourism, sustainable commerce, and leadership. As well about businesses and organizations in general and what makes them successful, and the skilled management and leadership that is needed to make them so. It is our hope, as the President suggested, that you have also learned a lot about yourself, about your work ethic, your intellect, your capacity for self-discipline and growth, your values, who you are as a person, and who you aspire to be, your potential to make a positive difference in the world, to the organizations you're part of, to the communities in which you live, to your families, and to your friends. And as you sit here today, I encourage you to take the time, at least for a few moments, to reflect deeply on your journey as a learner. According to the experts, some of the most profound learning comes from personal adversity and struggle. It's when we make a mistake, it's when we fall, it's when we don't understand, and as I said, when we dig deep to learn, that we recall those lessons and they will remain with us. Learning can occur quietly and privately through reading, self-reflection, analysis. Learning can also be very noisy and public. Learning can be online. You can learn through disagreement and debate, action and practice. You can be inspired by a provocative question, the desire to learn a new skill to help solve a problem, or improve a policy or a business in some definable way. Within the College of Business and Economics, we are committed to transformational learning and encourage you to test the theory that you've learned in the classroom to real-world issues, to learn where it works and where it doesn't work, to learn the importance of understanding the context when we apply that theory. I wonder, as you look back over your years with us, what would you say was your most profound lesson, the one that you will hold most dear? To our undergraduate students, you started your journey about the same time I started mine as dean of the college. Do you recall how you felt when you first stepped on campus? Do you remember meeting me in your introduction to business class? Do you recall when you were helped into residence by an enthusiastic team of student volunteers, or you found a house off campus and perhaps met your roommates for the first time? You experienced orientation, made new friends, found your way to first classes, even though all of the buildings seemed to have the same or at least very similar names. You completed course projects, midterms and finals. You experienced achievements and disappointments, scholastic and personal. Through it all, you persevered. Many of you actively embraced all that university has to offer, including getting to know your faculty, taking on leadership roles in student clubs and associations, participating on sports teams. Over the years, you volunteered in the community, slept outside for 5 days for the homeless. And if I might add, in a moment of weakness last year when I was congratulating our students who slept outside, I agreed to do it this year with them. And I was wishing now that the temperature was a little warmer. This is coming in March. You won provincial and national student competitions. You developed new skills, built professional networks through community projects, co-op work terms, and paid employment. Some of you even started your own businesses. To our graduate students, you made a substantial reinvestment in your careers and your personal development. You balanced demanding full-time jobs in your rich family lives as you stretched yourselves, embraced lifelong learning, and I believe probably learned skills that you never knew you were capable of learning. To all of you, I wonder how closely your preconceived notions of what university would be like matched your lived experience with us, and if you were surprised by how much you have grown, how much you have been transformed as a result of this process and your own commitment to your learning and the friendships that you have made. Many of you will know that I, too, am a proud graduate of the University of Guelph. Over 30 years ago, I was sitting where you are now, having completed a Bachelor of Commerce degree in Hotel and Food Administration. I had just begun a management career with Keg Restaurants when I came to my convocation ceremony. I remember how tired I was sitting where you are now, surprised that full-time work actually did require more physical and mental stamina than school ever had. In truth, I was also somewhat disappointed. My management training program at the Keg was having me spend weeks doing each and every job in the restaurant. The day before graduation, I'd been working in the kitchen. My hands were cut from peeling shrimp and fanning lobster tails. Even worse for my ego, the week before, I'd had several water-soaked shifts in the dish pit. The Keg, Young and Eglinton, I will never forget that week. Peeling shrimp, washing dishes with my commerce degree. But do you know what? Looking back, I wouldn't have changed a thing. The lessons I learned about how organizations work and what happens when they don't, about who I was as a person and who I aspired to be were powerful. What I learned is that every situation presents us with opportunities, some more obvious than others, to demonstrate our creativity and character, make a meaningful contribution, learn and grow. As Lloyd Longfield, former president of the local Chamber of Commerce, recently told some of our students, no matter what your position, seek to be a creative problem solver. I similarly often advise, be the answer to someone's problem. Step up and step up again. Ultimately, you will be noticed as the person who solves problems and gets things done. I had no idea as I stood in that dish pit with my soggy shoes and cut hands, I could never have predicted that one day I would go back to school, first for my MBA and then for my PhD, and return to Guelph as a faculty member. I had no idea that my experience serving customers, resolving their complaints, counting inventory, managing a budget, would one day influence my approach as dean. I had no idea how the various and seemingly disconnected events of my life would come together. What I have learned is that each phase of life has its own lessons and opportunities. If you regularly ask yourself two questions, What can I learn from this, and how can I contribute? Whether in your family, your community, or your workplace, I promise that you will ultimately benefit from every problem and every blessing that comes your way. And we need you to do this. The University of Guelph is committed to helping build a better planet. The planet needs creative problem solvers, ethical and effective business and organizational leaders, people who are committed to helping address the seemingly insurmountable problems of our day, those associated with food, the environment, health, and community. And this, of course, is very much in keeping with the vision of the College of Business and Economics, to be and develop leaders for a sustainable world. Society is often critical of business and organizations in general, but I proudly say that I am unapologetically pro-business and pro-organization. But then I always add an important caveat: business with integrity and organizations that work. I am a staunch believer that business is a fundamental cornerstone of a healthy economy, of a healthy democracy. We need business so that families and communities can be self-determining. We need well-run organizations, publicly funded, that serve society's needs. And it is you who will go on to management and leadership roles in business and organizations. We know you will serve us proud as you address the many challenges and opportunities that will come your way. Now, before I conclude, in the manner of all good speeches, I want to share a quote from someone famous. Actually, I have 3 to share, and in the spirit of demonstrating the power of blending the arts and business, one is from an artist, Pablo Picasso. One is from an author, whom perhaps our undergraduate students grew up with, J.K. Rowling. And the third is from a business maverick, Steve Jobs, former CEO of Apple, which was recently acknowledged as the most recognized brand on the planet. See if you can match the quote with the person. I am always doing things I can't do. That is how I get to do them. Any guesses? Picasso. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all of the power we need inside ourselves already. Guesses? J.K. Rowling. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Steve Jobs. Different disciplines, similar advice. Do the things you can't do and get them done. Recognize the magic that lies within. Follow your heart and your intuition. This is your life. How do you want to live it? How do you want to continue your journey? We truly wish you every success on your next stage, wherever it takes you. We know you will continue to make us proud. Please stay in touch so we can share in your achievements and celebrate your accomplishments. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean Christensen Hughes, for these inspiring words, and also for, I always find there's a challenge in all of these convocation speeches, and I think the challenge is for all of us to live our life, to challenge ourselves to the most, and to make sure that we live it fully. So thank you. Well, graduates, it's the moment you've been waiting for, so will the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees with all the rights, obligations, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Will members of the graduating class please be seated?
Good afternoon, graduates and proud family and friends of the graduates. I'm sure you'll be excited, perhaps a little relieved, certainly happy to see your graduate walk across the stage and be greeted by the Chancellor and the President. And you may want to express your emotions in some audible manner. This is fine. Please go ahead. But may we ask the general audience hold your collective applause until after the presentation of each of the degree programs, and we will give you the cue. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Business and Economics that he may be admitted to the degree Master of Arts. Zita O. Young. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree Master of Arts, Leadership. Andre Bastain. Robert Campanolo. Stephen Carroll. Peter Lawrence Casey. Jody Crawback. Tara Collins McNeese. Douglas Conley. Wendy Mary Jacqueline Cumming. Scott Douglas Davis. Larry Gagnon. Elizabeth Jane Hawley. Kimberly Ann Hussey. Todd Lester. Ronald McLester. Jennifer McMahon. Jennifer Moore. Tamsin Murnahan. Tammy Lynn Oakley. Robert Papineau. Kimberly Saketa. Morag Stewart. Les Titleman. David Trudell. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics, that they may be admitted to the degree Master of Science. Bradley Peter Stewart Bain. Good on you. Tammy Fitchman.
Go Tammy!
Warren Vivek Pinto. Rosanna Totino. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our magisterial graduates from the College of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Nathan Dory, with distinction. Andrew Gorski, with distinction. Taylor George Sweetman. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics, that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Commerce Honors Program. Matthew James Bajorny. Andre Victor Banasanu. Maxwell Thomas Andrew Bevan. Melissa Kelly Byron. Larissa Victoria Joy Carr with distinction. Joseph Aldrich Joffe. Ryan John Cleveland with distinction. Omaima Damick. Christopher Daniel DeLeo. Patrick Dufresne. Janine Katie Finn. Maxine Gao. Eric Novell Goff. Stephen Ha. Sadaf Hack. Robert Anthony Hudson. Michael Jobin. Brent Eric Keene. Andrew Kirk. Sylvia Lamb. Alexis June Leach. Jed Jean Lin. Matthew David Lippert. Bayani Makute. Michael Makinich. Kevin Alexander McKenzie. Sean Andrew McMahon. Joel Allen Moore with distinction. Michelle Aaron Moore. Julie Erica Morose. Chad Pepperoni. Emily Aaron Quinn with distinction. Sycrin Schreeder. Natasha Louise Vizosky with distinction. Graham Forbes Waddy. Christine Marie Wheeler. Jordan Lee Williams. Rebecca Dawn Wilson. Daniel Witzak. Monjin Wu with distinction. Shuai Zhou with distinction. Yandi Ju. Meryl Jane Bacall. Lisa Catherine Josephine Bailey Moore. Shannon Lee Burns.
Thank you. Well done. Calafato, got it.
Tess Olivia Calafato.
Congratulations, well done. Okay, you Hua Chen. Okay.
Michelle Yu Ha Chan.
Congratulations, well done.
Matthew Ka Yan Chow.
Congratulations, well done.
Mira Ann Clark Hicks.
Your big day, Kalinowski.
Derek Kalinowski.
Congratulations. Well done. Your big day, Ada. Leon. Okay.
Aiden Leung.
Do you want me to say that Renee or skip it? Just say Sarah Renee's fine. Okay.
Sarah Renee Price. Janelle Nicole Steele. Congratulations. Matthew Lewis Wren. That's it. Please join me in giving warmest congratulations to this group of graduates.
Mr. Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to attend today's ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduands not present.
Well, graduates, you're nearly done. And I have the pleasure of providing some final comments for today to conclude today's ceremony. And some of the comments will resonate with you because they're on the same theme of some of Dean Christensen Hughes' comments. By the way, we didn't practice this before. We didn't plan that. It's a good theme. So if it's worth saying twice. Today, we came together to celebrate an important transition in your life. And it's easy to think of it as the end of a process, with days of studying and exams and assignments all over. But your process of learning did not begin here at the University of Guelph, nor will it end when you leave this room and enjoy the company of your friends and family and celebrate your accomplishments. Today's just the beginning. It's the beginning of a lifelong learning process during which your education, the education that you got here at the university, both inside and outside of class, will serve you very well. We hope that we have succeeded in opening your eyes to the complexities of the world, the complexity of life, the multitude of perspectives based on culture, upbringing, and experience. We hope that we've given you a glimpse of a greater knowledge of the world around us, of how humans interact with each other, for both good and bad. We hope that we've given a sense of art and science, how organizations work, what leadership is. We hope that we've given you a sense of the importance of caring for people around us and for the planet we live on. Remember that the education you have received provides you with a wealth of opportunities, but also with responsibility. On one hand, it allows you the capacity to take advantage of the opportunities that serve your own personal goals. But on the other hand, it highlights your own responsibility to play an important role in civil society, whether local, national, or international. So we ask you to be active participants in the world around you, because the world needs you. It needs you to resolve important societal issues. We need you to make informed decisions that can take into account the complexity of the global world. And we definitely need you to apply your knowledge and energy to address increasingly complex social issues. But of course, dealing with these important problems will not be easy. Nothing worthwhile ever is, it seems. Many of us feel that a single person's effort will not resolve the complexity of the world's problem. But if it's not you, in fact, if it's not us, who will? Who will be responsible? Your university education has provided you with critical skills to answer complex questions. It has provided you with ways to research, communicate, inform, and influence. So it's now up to you to put this knowledge to good use and to make your mark on the world around you. And as you make that mark, remember that the University of Guelph has become a small part of who you are, and in the same vein, that you've also become part of our collective history. Your association with the University of Guelph is lifelong. You are always welcome to return, to visit, to learn more, to continue sharing in this vibrant community of scholars. So we're proud of your achievements, and on behalf of the University of Guelph, I offer you my personal congratulations and best wishes for an exciting and successful future. Congratulations. And my last task while I'm on the podium is to give you a few announcements. This is the third of 4 ceremonies today. We're getting very well practiced at all of this. And as soon as you will depart, we'll be preparing for the next convocation. So we would please ask you to exit, so enjoy yourself, have fun, we've got a little time, but please exit at the side of the building and not at the front, because other people will be coming through the front of the building, so we thank you for that. Following convocations, Dean Christensen Hughes, the Dean of the College of Business and Economics, will host a reception for all graduates and their guests at Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity to congratulate the graduates, and we hope that you can arrange to attend. And the last thing is, if graduates could please gather your belongings from downstairs and drop off your gowns before the next ceremony, we would certainly appreciate that as well. So thank you, and congratulations, graduates, and I will leave the final words, the very short final words, to our Chancellor, Chancellor Mervish.
Convocation is dismissed.